Hello friends, I'm Sudhakar Marianto. Today, me and my mother is going to glue the rubber of, well, this can explain it. This is rubber used for playing table tennis. Now the rubber will be glued onto the paddle, which is, or you can call it the wood, but some people call it the bat. Some people also call it a racket. I don't know why they decided to call it a racket, but I'd say a paddle is better because it kind of looks like a paddle. So the rubber branches Nitaku, which used to be in Japan, but then they went to Germany, and then the paddle is Andro. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly because I'm not a German. Yes, Andro is a German brand. So yeah, I guess we can start. Okay, so now my mom is going to start gluing the rubber on the paddle. First thing first, you take it out of the container, of course. You can't glue a paddle through a container. If there is nothing else preventing you from gluing the rubber on, such as the layer of plastic that is slightly visible because the layer of plastic is slightly reflective, and also you cannot glue the paddle through the plastic because if you glue the paddle through the plastic, it's going to stick to the plastic instead. And then after you remove the plastic layer, you may smooth out the handle first. Now the rubber that we are going to use is the Model Fast-Arc C1, which is used for offensive play. And we are going to be gluing forehand first. There's barely any difference actually. Now that first part is just a covering. There is the actual rubber right here. Yeah, and as you can see here, there's a small label at the bottom. We are going to be using that to center the paddle. So first step for gluing it, there's the cap there by the way. We pour it in. We pour the glue in something that can spread it evenly, something that can coat it evenly. Then we just do that. Do it in a vertical motion. We just spread it in a vertical motion. I mean, both of the ways works because there's no difference. I just said vertical motion. Oh, and by the way, as you can see from the bat, it's a little bit uncomfortable sometimes. It depends on the player, but it can be uncomfortable because of for me, I think it's uncomfortable since I don't get the grip in. Okay, now for the rubber, we just repeat it again. Now for the glue, we just use Onyx brand glue. It's water-based. Practically the only one left because all the others found they found the VOCs there, so it's harmful for the player. So yeah, practically water-based is the only option. Practically. There's also the other option, which is basically just a thin layer of both layers, but both sides are covered in adhesives. So yeah. Now for the liquid, you just do that twice, not once. For the rubber, it's twice, and then we wait. And if you don't like waiting, you can try to fan it because that helps with the drying process due to more collisions with the air molecules. Oh yeah, and by the way, sometimes the smell of the glue can be quite uncomfortable. I'm behind the camera and I can still smell it. And then once you are done, like you can test if it's dry or not by touching it, you know, because most of the time you're already touching the glue because it kind of spilled. Now after this, if it is already dry, we can stick it on the pad and onto the paddle. Apparently the paddle is not really that dry, apparently. We just stick it onto the paddle using the aforementioned, you know, things at the bottom, the text at the bottom, to center it, and then we use a pipe to make it neat so every part sticks in evenly. Now that also produces a slight outline that you, or maybe just a slight, actually I think that's just slight. So yeah, then after this we're going to cut it. So yeah, so first you better get a cutter because it's actually better than a scissor, because with a scissor you're going to make some sharp edges, but with a cutter you can make one smooth motion. So yeah, it's better to use a cutter. Also, if you're doing it on a table, then you better have like a base, because if you don't have a base, then you're going to end up scratching the table. So yeah. Apparently the other one's not sharp enough or something. Oh yeah, that's definitely better. Yeah, that film actually works great, apparently, from what I can see here, as the base. Hey, if it isn't, then I'm going to have some scratches on my table, but yeah, don't really care at this point. And yeah, that pretty much is it. You may need to do several more cuts because, well, you know, it's not exactly perfect. Wait, how did the base get up there? Simple folds. Hey, I say it's good enough. Oh, and yes, there are actually some scratches on the table, but hey, it's not really that bad. It's just a few scratches, and that's it. And yeah, now, oh, that's not a good mistake. I mean, the rubber kind of ends up at the top a bit. I don't know how that happened. And then we are going to repeat the process with the backhand. For the forehand, our preference is basically red shall be the forehand. It's our preference, okay? Our preference. You may have few others. Red as the forehand, black as the backhand. That's it. Then we open the other container, plastic. It's basically the same thing, since we decided to use both as the same rubber, but then you may mix them up. So you have, for example, backhand, let's say this rubber, and for the forehand, different. And as you can see there, that is pretty much black. Then we do it again. Oh, now it's filled. Yeah, we can clean that mess up later. Then we fan it again. And then we wait until it's dry. Oh well, it's already filled, so as you can see, when it's dry, the glue is rather stringy, so yeah, we can just pull it out. Like you can see, you can pretty much see that. We can just pull it out later after refrigerants if you want to clean up, glue on your hands and on your table. Maybe you spilled some. You can just pull it out later. And then I think it's time to just put it on. Then flatten it with the pipe or any rolling object that you can use to flatten out that. Make sure to not do it on the edge of the table because that might happen, which is not a good idea. Remember, you need to close the glue so as to not make it dry inside the container, which is not good. then we just repeat it again, except this time it's better, I guess, because hey, learning from mistakes. Oh, and yeah, by the way, if like one layer of that is not enough, just fold it and readjust your cutting. And yeah, that's it. That's literally it. You might be like might meet a few imperfections here and there because of the angle, but hey, it's better than having no paddle at all, or having to pay extra, you know, because some stores do charge for it. They charge for, you know, assembling it. Well, some of course. And yeah. Isn't that neat? Yeah. Aside from a few imperfections. So yeah, I suppose that's it. Thank you for watching and goodbye.